Okay, so welcome back for another deep dive.
Last time we got pretty deep into the whole AI music thing.
Yeah.
And today, well, we thought we'd switch gears a little bit and
Let's
look at visual art.
All right.
So, paintings and images and stuff like that.
I think this will be interesting because even if you're not like an art aficionado,
Right.
there's some stuff happening here that I think will be really relevant
Oh, yeah, for sure.
to anybody, no matter what you're into. So,
Okay, so we had a great question come in from one of our listeners.
oh, cool.
And it was, what is AI's effect on the art industry? Specifically, paintings and images and...
I thought that was a really interesting question
Yeah.
because it kind of, on the surface, it seems simple, but then when you really start thinking about it,
It opens up a can of worms.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Well, I think the first thing to consider is that AI is already being used.
To create art, right. I mean,
Right.
we've all seen those like AI avatar apps and things like that.
Yeah.
But there are programs out there that can create.
Really complex pieces of art that mimic the styles
Yeah.
of famous artists.
That's wild.
Yeah. Like imagine, anyone being able to create.
A Van Gogh in their living room.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Right. But then that brings up
It's
question.
about originality and authorship.
Who owns it?
Yeah, like who owns the copyright
Yeah.
to an AI-generated image?
And what happens to the value of human-made art
Right.
when AI can do it too?
Well, and that kind of leads to the question of like,
Would you?
consider an AI-generated artwork to be real art?
Right.
And would you be willing to pay for it?
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
And so I think, we're all going to be grappling with these questions
Absolutely.
as AI becomes more and more sophisticated.
More and more.
But, beyond just the creation of new artwork.
AI is also being used in some pretty amazing ways to analyze
Mm.
and even restore old paintings.
Yeah, this is something that I find really fascinating, actually.
Because AI can pick up on these tiny little brush strokes.
Or color variations that we humans might miss.
Wow.
It's like having an AI detective.
With X-ray vision, peering into the history of a painting.
Really?
So we're talking uncovering hidden details.
Spotting forgeries, things like that.
Whoa, like AI art detectives.
Yeah.
So could AI actually help us understand the techniques?
Of like, I don't know, say Michelangelo?
Oh, absolutely.
Better than we ever could before.
Wow.
Yeah, there was actually a recent case where AI was used.
To analyze a series of drawings that were attributed to Michelangelo.
Mm.
And by examining these subtle details and the strokes and shading.
The AI was able to determine that one of the drawings was actually a very convincing forgery.
Something that had fooled experts for centuries.
Really?
And that's the power of this technology.
Wow, it's kind of scary. Like
Yeah.
how much stuff.
It's hiding in plain sight, you know what I mean?
It's true.
In these famous works of art.
It's exciting and a little bit unsettling.
Yeah, here it is.
Right, because it challenges our assumptions about authenticity and expertise.
Yeah.
But it also makes you think, like, if AI can analyze,
And even recreate the styles of these masters.
what does that even mean for human creativity going forward?
That's a great question.
So it feels like we're really redefining.
What art is, how we create it, how we appreciate it,
Precise.
and ultimately it's going to be up to each of us to decide.
What role we want AI to play in the art world.
Right.
Are we going to embrace it as a tool for exploration and understanding?
Or are we going to resist it as a threat to human expression?
I don't know, I guess.
That's for everyone listening to decide, right?
Exactly.
The intersection of art and AI is just, it's a landscape.
Full of possibilities, and it's changing faster than we can imagine.